Hi, I'm Pete with Cat Security, and I want to welcome you to our product overview and installation series. In these videos, we're going to take a look at our Cat Security products, their features and benefits, and how to install one of these devices on your vehicle to keep your catalytic converter safe from unwanted hands. With any good project, it is important to have the right tools for the job. With the installation of your Cat Security catalytic converter shield, I want to go through a list of tools that you may need to install your device. Those tools include a 1/2-inch drill, a 1/4-inch impact gun, a flat blade screwdriver, a set of box and open end wrenches, hex or Allen keys, a ratchet with sockets, drill bits, a rivet nut installation tool, and, where applicable, a rivet tool. If your specific product requires the use of security Torx bits, they will be provided in your hardware packet.
In this video, we're covering a 2007 to 2021 installation on a Toyota Tundra with the Cat Security Ultimate Protection Shield. Before you get started, you'll want to have the proper protective equipment in place. Make sure you have safety glasses, gloves, and anything else that you may need. We want to avoid getting anything in our eyes or getting any cuts and abrasions on our hands or skin. Before you install this shield on your Toyota Tundra, install the side shields or wings to the main shield. You'll use 8 of the 14 bolts and use blue thread locker on each of these bolts. Use the provided tamper-proof security Torx bit to tighten them down. Once you've done that, pull the shield up and center it. It is good to note that this shield is rather large and awkward. If you have access to an underhoist stand or jack, I highly recommend placing it in the center of the shield to help keep it up while you install these longer bolts. If you don't have access to a lift and you're doing this at home in your driveway, if you have a small floor jack, some bricks, or even some 2x4s to put in the center to hold it up, that will be of great help, unless you've got a buddy there. Once you have the shield in place, go ahead and install the long bolts with the square washers on top and the non-locking nuts. This will center the shield in place and allow you to drill the holes. Once all the holes are drilled, take all of the nuts and bolts out and remove the shield away from the truck. In this next part of the installation, we're going to install the rivet nuts that we just drilled the holes for. When using a rivet nut installation tool, apply gentle amounts of pressure and check the rivet nut in between each squeeze for tightness. If the rivet nut is loose after a gentle squeeze, put the tool back in and apply light pressure to squeeze the nut down a little bit further. Once you feel it's in position, pull the tool away and insert a security Torx bit to make sure that the threads are straight. This will ensure that you've installed the rivet nut properly and you can move on to the next one. Once the rivet nuts are installed, bring back your center support jack and center the shield just like we did in the very first step. We're going to first install the security Torx bolts. Once you have the security Torx bolts in place, it'll be easy to install the long bolts, the square washers, and the nylock nuts. You can start at the front or the rear of the vehicle, your choice, but just make sure you install the bolt, the square washer, and then the nylock nut on top of that. Once your hardware is in place, now we can tighten everything down. I like to start with the security Torx bolts as they're quick and easy and I can zip them down with my impact driver. Next, what we'll need is our hex tool and an open-end box wrench. We're going to place the box wrench on top to hold the nut in place while we use the hex wrench from below to tighten the bolt. Once the main shield is installed, it's easy to finish off the installation and install the rear shield. What we want to do here is loosen the two security bolts that are on the main shield. You don't want to take them out, but just have the availability for that rear part of the shield to flex a little bit. Put the rear shield up and align the bolt holes. Once the bolt holes are aligned, thread the bolts into the holes by hand. Once they're installed, you can tighten everything down. It should be nice and secure once you're done. After that, your vehicle is now Cat Security protected.